Good morning. It is the last morning, the last trail mocha, the last time we'll be getting up out of our hammocks for a while. Tear. Last night we had, even though we had to off-road it a bit, it was a primo setup last night. We were, I don't know what you would call this, not a gully, but a hillside. And the wind blew all night. And this morning when we woke up, it felt, I don't know, it felt like an ocean breeze. It felt really nice and it wasn't cold. It was just the right temperature. But after my exciting night before last, I was hoping for a more peaceful night. And it was peaceful, but I woke up, I don't know, 4 or 5 times. I didn't have to go to the bathroom or anything like that. I just woke up and was restless. I don't know if I probably should have drank more water and stretched my legs out before I got in bed last night, honestly. But I was afraid to drink too much water because I'm afraid to have to go to the bathroom. So, joke's on me. I still woke up. But I did hear some sort of insect trilling all night. But I didn't hear anything skulking around, so that was nice. But it was a calm night, even though I woke up a bunch. But we're almost all packed up. We're eating a little breakfast, drinking coffee, getting ready to hoof it up out of here. We did hear something chaotic even before it was nighttime. It was Gray Man says it was coyotes. He's shaking his head. Yes, it was. But it was a kerfluffle. It was loud, and I thought, oh, that must be dogs from the campground. Wild dogs. But that was before the sun even set. We did see a nice sunset. That was really cool. Just I don't know if you can see that mountain over there. Point to where the sunset was. Right there. And my hammock was kind of right behind where my bag is right there. So my head of it was facing that way. So I was peeking out watching it happen. So that was cool. Yeah, we have 5 or so trail miles.
Yep.
And then we have to do the walk of shame back to our car on the road of the campground. But we will do it because we have to. Fancy. We're back on the trail. We're off to go see a man about a mountain. We're entering Table Rock State Park, where the woman behind the desk said, once you enter our park, it's no drinking, no camping, no fires, no nothing. Well, except hiking. There's hiking. So, let's behave ourselves, Gray Man.
Okay.
Gray Man,
Yes, ma'am.
what you doing all the way up there?
Preserving Gray Man.
We've got a view, pals and gals. Not the best one yet. There's gonna be a bigger one. I hope. Oh my gosh. We are emerging onto the bald knob. Gray man's probably gonna get a little. Wow, what a view. Like a mountain goat. We'll stop for a shower. We have about 2 miles, less than 2 miles left. Oh, look, we're about to cross. Boop. The 2 mile mark. I'm really glad we came the way we did because I would not have liked to climb up all of this on day one. I feel like that would be a rough day. We passed a gentleman yesterday who was a bit beside himself because he started at like 11 or 11:30. So hottest time of the day to start, and came up. It's like up 4 miles, and then you go through the burn area where there's not any shade. So he had a day, heck of a day. But as we are descending, I'm trying to start my transition back into real life mentally, because after coming off the long trail, it was, I don't know, I didn't have any problems going back to real life after I went hiking with Gray Man on the AT, the first little chunk of the long trail. But after I got back from my 19 days out there, woo, re-entry was way harder than I thought it would be. So I'm kind of mentally preparing myself for real life. Luckily, we got a little buffer. We're gonna, as we do, we have a little side quest planned after we finish our hike this afternoon or this morning, whatever time we finish it. We're gonna go into Franklin, which is a trail town that runs, AT goes through there. So Grandma's gonna go show me some of the local haunts for hikers there. So we have a little more playtime baked into our schedule before it's back to real life. And luckily, we're gonna be getting home Friday afternoon, so it's gonna be a weekend. So I'll have a little buffer also before I have to jump back into real things. But I told him this morning, I said, I'm real glad we did this. I'm glad it's gonna be done soon. Action. We have a mile to go. We're almost done. This is the point where you decide to hoof it or leisurely stroll. Could go either way. Oh, I want to go on the record about some things. I'm gonna go with the size of the crunch, or the sound of the crunch, and the smell that it was a bear walking by my tent. Hey there.
How you doing? Good, how are you? Good.
The second thing I want to go on the record about Is
That's
it
how
the,
good that guy just smelled.
it's a day hiker smell. Wafting and
All right, what's second?
detergent. Oh, okay, second thing is I think grapefruit salt's the best fancy water flavor of the element. I was a lime salt fan, but I think I've changed my opinion on that matter. What do you think, Gray Man?
I think most of what I had was raspberry. Somebody slipped in a watermelon on me because they don't like watermelon.
It
Won't
was.
mention any names.
It wasn't nefarious. Overall thoughts?
It's been a good morning. I'm glad we're down in the shade a little bit. And I'm going to fill up my water bottle down here at the end because if you notice I had
A fresh,
there.
yeah, fresh water fountain or bottle filler.
I'm going to drink a bottle while we're in the car, going to get the other car. Then we're going to do some lunch. All kind of good things. We're not quite done yet with this trip. But we're almost done with this trail.
Almost done with the trail, but in true Slider and Gray Man fashion, we do have a side quest built in.
Gotta have a victory lap.
We have made it to the pavement portion of the trail. So we're about to pop out of here at any minute. Oh, I have my bug net in my little waist pouch thingy, or my little these ditties. I carried it the first leg, and then I was like, I don't need that. There are no bugs out here. And I took it out. Today would have been nice to have it, but we're almost done. Doesn't matter anymore. It's over. Great, man. What have we done?
Foothills Trail. Now we gotta walk back to the
Did you
car.
stop your watch?
I did.
Okay.
I think we
Trail
got
secretary business.
about 7/10 to get back to the car.
They already know.
This area for day use people. These old dirty hikers got to park over in a parking lot somewhere. But I'm thankful that they give us a place to park.
I've already told the people about the dilemma.
Okay.
They're up to speed.
They're up to speed.
Yes.
What was your impressions of the Foothills Trail?
Well, like I said a bit earlier, I didn't do any research. You said, you want to do this? I said, yep. And that was that. So, I don't know. I didn't really have any. And I think going into the long trail, I went in with a notion of what it was going to be like, and it was not that. So I didn't set myself up for any kind of thing this time, I don't believe. So, but I think it was, I don't know, like I felt like it was either easy walking or difficult walking. So I guess mix it all together, makes it a moderate hike. But I'm definitely glad we started on the west end.
Side, yeah.
We went Weibo. No, Ebo. We went Ebo. Eastbound. Correct?
Eastbound, yeah.
Yes. I asked him if that was a thing. He said he didn't know. We went Ebo. Anywho. So, I think it was a nice little escape. It was a good amount of time. I liked that. It was 7 days, but really 6 days worth of hiking. We did 2 half days, because what time is it now?
It is 10:45.
10:45. It's brunch time.
Yeah.
But
What I liked about the Foothills Trail, after the AT and the BMT, where you got 4 and 5 and 6,000 footers, it was refreshing and a nice change of pace to hike what is aptly termed in the foothills area. Not the big mountains, but there was a lot of back and forth, up and down, roly-poly. And so even though there was hard parts, they didn't last but so long. And it was a nice break from the higher elevations. So it definitely has its place in the hiker's heart.
Yeah. I think we both enjoyed it. Did we survive the walk back to the parking lot?
Barely.
I'm back at the visitor center, and I think that is bald, like where we came out, perhaps, and then walked all down. Ooh, down through there. We didn't go over there. We saw that from where we were coming down, though. I've got the goods. What's it say, Gray Man?
1714.
1714.
All right.
Yay. Now let's see how.
23 something? No, it's got less. It doesn't have the water. So that's 4 pounds.
Oh my gosh, I can't get it on there. 1912.
All right.
Ain't bad.
So
we just weighed our packs coming out. Mine was 17 something, his was 19 something.
and they were both 25.
They were
right?
both 25 with full water. I have
And I was
one,
out of water. You had about 2 drinks left.
well, I have a full liter.
Oh, you did?
Bad behavior.
You had all the food.
I had all the food. Now I have all the trash.
Yeah, all you got left is food trash.
Yep. We're gonna go dispose of that directly. We just got the Gray Man's car, picking that up, weighing our packs. We came across 2 hikers that, I don't know if you can see them back there or not. Maybe they're gone. Nope, there they are. Excuse me. That we ran into on day 3? No, 4? Day 4. We ran into them on day 4. And they are throwing in the towel. They said they don't have the time to finish it. So, which they really only got 2 days from here? 2.5 days from here? Yeah. Anyways, sometimes that's how the cookie crumbles. Last bit of trail work's done, y'all. Picked up Gray Man's car, dumped our trash. Back to civilization for good. Good evening. We are back in civilization. We're back at the Holiday Inn in Brevard. We came out, got our cars, got all switched, y'all saw that, and then we checked in at the Holiday Inn again for the 3rd time. Went back to our watering hole, Oscar Blues Brewery, and had us a couple beers and a burger again. Thursday night trivia was popping off. We got there pretty early, and then all of a sudden the people, they descended upon the brewery very quick like. But so we had a good time there, good people watching, talked to a few people. It was funny, there was a guy we were talking to who was from Texas but lived in Wisconsin and lived pretty close to where a friend of mine lives. And then the guy sitting beside me, I started talking to him, and he's like, I live in Vermont. I was like, oh, I was just there walking through your entire state last year. So it was fun chit-chatting. And then we went and got some ice cream. And we're back at the hotel, and we're getting ready to go to Betty Bye. It's very late in hiker terms. I don't know what time it is. It is 9:15. Holy moly. Up way past hiker bedtime. But like I said earlier, I'm glad that we did it, but I'm also very glad that it's done. I'm glad that we get to go home tomorrow after our little side quest. But overall, it was a very good trip. It was a very good time away. It was good to spend that time with my dad. I always enjoy doing that, and I think I've told y'all before, and I tell people too that, you know, we don't have any stuff between us, so it's just enjoyable. You know, nothing ever gets to a boiling point, so it's always a good time. But I'm gonna roll over and close my eyes and go to bed. I don't know what the next hike's gonna be, when it's gonna be, where it's gonna be, who it's gonna be with. It's a mystery. But whenever the time comes, y'all see it. Bye.